On behalf of Kim and Alex, I would like to thank you all for being here this fall. I would like to thank you for taking the time to make the journey here, to not only be a part of this day, but to be a part of their lives. Alex and Kim have invited you here to the home of myself and our family as they embark on their biggest adventure yet. Kim and Alex met each other on a Facebook dating site. Kim likes to joke around and say she found Alex on Facebook Marketplace. With just a few short days and from one phone call, they scheduled their first date. They both got a terrible dinner at Olive Garden. Following their dinner, they went to Arnie's ice cream shop with hopes that they could both get bubblegum ice cream, which they did not have. Following that, they drove back to Olive Garden's parking lot. And what did they do there? They watched a zombie movie in Alex's car, and it was horrible. It wasn't in English, and so they had to read subtitles. What a first date, right? Despite their first date not being so romantic and not as planned, they were able to laugh about it and recognize the connection they had for each other. They continued to talk to one another and went on more dates. That went a lot smoother. They would drive from Franklin to Hudson, alternating whose apartment they would stay at so they could spend as much time together as possible. It was only a little over a year into their relationship, they decided to purchase a home together in Concord, New Hampshire, which was about halfway from where they both lived prior. They have since surrounded their home with 2 children, 7 chickens, who they call the Spice Girls, and 4 cats. Today we come together to recognize a relationship between 2 people that has grown way beyond friendship, to celebrate a bond that has continued to grow and strengthen in love. Alex and Kim have based their relationship First, by building their relationship and friendship, they have learned to laugh together, cry together, and understand and appreciate the good and the bad of each other. They would like to share a poem with all of you. Love is Friendship Caught by Fire by Laura Hendricks. Love is friendship caught by fire. It is quiet, mutual confidence, sharing and giving. It is loyalty through good and bad times. It settles for less than perfection and makes allowances for human weakness. Love is content with the present, hopes for the future, and does not brood over the past. It is the day in, day out chronicles of irrations, problems, compromises, small disappointments, big victories, and working toward common goals. If you have love in your life, any kind of love, it can make up for a great many things that you lack. If you do not have it, no matter what else there is, it is not enough. I'd like to share with all of you what marriage is. Marriage is perhaps the greatest and most challenging adventure of human relationships. No ceremony can create your marriage. Only you can do that through love and patience, through dedication and perseverance, through talking, listening, helping, and supporting, as well as believing in each other, through tenderness and laughter, through learning to forgive, learning to appreciate your differences, not distances, just differences, and by learning to make the important things matter and to let the rest go. What this ceremony can do is to witness and affirm the choice you both have made to stand here together to confirm your love and commitment to one another. And now, Alex and Kim, would you like to recite your vows? I'll give you a receipt for them later. Alex and Kim, would you like to recite them? Okay, Alex, you can go first.
Kim, when we first met, I felt like a soul adrift. While I felt like I had a lot of love in my life, there was still something missing. I needed a direction, a goal, a North Star to follow. From the very first date we had, even though it was objectively terrible, I already knew then that I had found it, that I had found the person that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with. Now, obviously, I couldn't come right out of the gate with that because that would be a little aggressive, probably would have scared you away. But anyone who would have sat and watched that awful Korean horror movie and still stayed for a second date is someone worth keeping around. From that day forward, all of my decisions became very simple. All I had to do was ask myself if it would make you happy. Because that was the only thing that mattered. The most important thing became keeping you. You make me want to be a better man so that I can give you everything you deserve. Because you deserve the world. You give so much of yourself to making others happy. And you deserve all that energy that you give and so much more in return. There's a famous quote from a book. The best laid plans of mice and men go often awry and leave naught but pain and sorrow for promised joy. It was a quote that used to resonate with me, but the more time that I spend with you, the more that I see that it is bullshit. Because no matter what we go through, no matter the inconveniences, the bumps in the road, I know that as long as you are by my side, none of it matters. Because at the end of the day, I get to come home to you, and I get to hold you in my arms, and all my problems melt away. And that brings me to my first vow to you. To always be there with the half glass half full, laid back attitude that you can't stand. I vow to give you my all, day in and day out, to be that little bit better, so that one day I may be able to give you all that you deserve. I vow to always be kind and patient, no matter the stresses that we are facing. I vow to always rub your back before we fall asleep, and try not to keep you up with my bear-like snoring. And to always say nice to all of your farts.
Come on.
I vow to face anything and everything together with no fear, to love you with all of my heart, even when you put your ice-cold feet on me. I vow to devote myself to you and the family that we've built, and to continue building our life together with all that I have. I love you more than words can describe. Even none of the words that I have said today could fully encapsulate all that I feel for you, because the amount of joy and comfort you bring to my life is more than I could ever ask for. And I vow to do everything in my power to give you as much fulfillment as you bring me.
How do I follow that?
And Kim, now it's your turn.
I should have gone first. Alex, I can't believe that I met the love of my life on Facebook's dating site of all places. Call me crazy, but I knew when I met you that you were the one for me. On our first date, you got me to try calamari, and trying new foods was and still is not my thing. But I wanted to seem more open-minded than I was because you were the one. My instincts just told me so. Early on in our relationship, I found myself obsessing each day about what I was going to cook for you. I would attempt new recipes, make you homemade keto snacks, and breakfast to have for your long drive to work, and prep your lunch to take with you. You now know I don't even like to cook. Thankfully, you've taken over the majority of the cooking because, let's be honest, you're just a lot better at it. 2 months into our relationship, you supported me through one of the toughest things I have ever experienced in my life. Many others would have been frightened and gone away, but you didn't. You stayed with me, cared for me in every way you could, every way I asked, and in ways I myself hadn't known I needed. It was after that I began making one of my well-known checklists in my phone that I labeled wedding details. I even started a list of baby names you had mentioned you liked. I was already planning our future. For what little I had control of, at least for a while I could plan our future that wasn't even real yet. Here we are now, getting married, and the only thing on that wedding checklist that remained the same was our first song and your favorite, Carrot Cake. I am beyond grateful to have such an amazing, now husband in my life, and as your wife, I promise the following. I vow to love you and be right by your side through all things good and bad. I promise to support you when life stressors may become overwhelming. I vow to steer you in the right direction, whether that mean helping you remain positive, making a difficult decision, or actually making sure you're driving in the correct direction, because we both know that you have no sense of direction. I vow to always be a backseat driver, even when my advice isn't wanted or needed. I vow to be faithful and loyal. I promise to do my best to accept your compliments and remind myself that I am deserving, and remind you that you have so much worth. I will encourage you to do your best and remind you of all the things you are capable of, because together we are capable of anything. I'll hold you during your darkest days. I promise to laugh with you, cry with you, and of course laugh at you. Probably because you're crying at a sappy movie or TV show. I vow to work on decreasing the amount of Amazon packages I buy, but just know that Amazon Prime Day and Cyber Monday are off limits. I'll try my absolute best to not bite you in my sleep and resist the urge to pinch your nose and mouth to stop your excessive snoring. I vow to work on my patience, my stubbornness, and find ways to stop piling up my belongings on the countertops. I promise to grow with you and contribute to our home and family in every way possible. I vow to always be there for you, Mason, Brooklyn, and our future children, and love you with all of my heart. I promise to love you and trust you. And lastly, I vow to spend the rest of my life with you. I love you, Alexander Pelletier, and there isn't anyone in the world that I would ever want or imagine spending the rest of my life with.
And can you put the rings? We'll now exchange rings. Do you, Kim, take this man to be your lawfully wedded husband, to live together in matrimony, to love and comfort him, to honor and keep him in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold, till this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Alex, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife, to live together in matrimony, to love, comfort, honor, and keep her in sickness and in health, in sorrow and in joy, to have and to hold from this day forward, as long as you both shall live?
I do.
Alex and Kim have chosen to exchange rings that symbolizes their love for one another, an undying love. As you place the ring on Alex's finger, please repeat after me. I, Kim, take you, Alex,
I, Kim, take you, Alex,
to be my constant friend and partner.
to be my constant friend and partner.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love.
as a daily reminder of my love.
I will be yours in times of plenty
I'll be yours in times of plenty
and in times of want,
and in times of want,
in times of sickness
in times of sickness
and in health,
and in health,
in times of joy and in times of sorrow,
and in times of joy and in times of sorrow,
and promise to cherish and respect you, to take care and protect you,
that's a lot of words, and promise to cherish
and respect you,
and respect you,
to care and protect you,
to care and to protect you,
to comfort
to comfort
and encourage you,
and encourage you,
and stay with you
and stay with you
for all the days of my life.
for all the days of my life.
Alex, will place the ring on Kim's finger and repeat after me. I, Alex, take you, Kim,
I, Alex, take you, Kim,
to be my constant friend and partner.
to be my constant friend and partner.
I give you this ring
I give you this ring
as a daily reminder of my love.
as a daily reminder of my love.
I will be yours in times of plenty
I will be yours in times of plenty
and in times of want,
and in times of want,
in times of sickness
in times of sickness
and in times of health,
and in times of health,
in times of joy
in times of joy
and in times of sorrow.
and in times of sorrow.
I promise to cherish
I promise to cherish
and respect you,
and respect you,
to care and protect you,
to care and protect you,
to comfort and encourage you,
to comfort and encourage you,
and stay with you for all the days of my life.
and to stay with you for all the days of my life.
Alex and Kim, you have both worked together to create a bond of honesty, respect, and trust, one that withstands the tides of time and change, to honor and respect each other for all that you both separately and do together. May your home be a sanctuary and a respite to give love freely and unconditionally. And now, by the power of your love and commitment, and the power invested in me by the state of New Hampshire, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Alex, you may kiss your bride.